Hey guys, how's it going? Brad Riley here and welcome to this video. And in this one today, I'm going to be going through how you can become a top 5% freelancer on Upwork. Now, just before we jump into it, if you are new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss another upload. And also, if you haven't already, be sure to get yourself on the waitlist for my new SMA Accelerator book. It's going to be 100% free of charge. You just have to pay a few bucks for shipping and handling costs. So if you're watching this by the time it's released, grab yourself a copy. If it's not released yet, the waitlist will be down below. I want to make sure you can get yourself a copy for release day. So yeah, go ahead and join that list. So I just want to preface this video by saying I am personally a top 5% freelancer on Upwork. You know, if you actually go into your statistics, you can see what you rank for underneath all your different skills, and underneath the two main skills and services that I offer, which is social media marketing and social media management, I rank at top 5%. So I think what I'm going to teach you today, I'm just going to speak from experience. So in order for me to teach you how to become a top 5% freelancer, I'm going to speak to you how I became a top 5% freelancer and give you my top tips. And if you do have an agency, this will work absolutely fine for you too. I personally have a team, but still run everything through my freelance account. Without further ado, let's jump into it. So the first piece of advice I have for you is to always over deliver in the beginning. Now, I'm not just saying like produce the best service. That kind of goes without saying, that's obvious, but always do things to go the extra mile. Now, just an example of things I did when I first got started. I primarily got started in the social media management space, okay? So I would create social media posts, write the captions, schedule out the content and whatnot for my clients. And what I used to do is say, let's say I used to agree to 1 post a day, 7 posts per week. What I would occasionally do is just sprinkle a few extra posts in, free of charge. Maybe 10 posts a week, maybe 8, maybe some weeks I'd even go twice a day for them. Now, the reason I would do this is to just massively over deliver. Over deliver to the point where they simply just cannot give you a 5-star review and sing you praises from the rooftops. Think about it, think about this right now. If you hired somebody and were paying them to do 1 post a day, and they turn around and offered you 2 posts a day, but you don't offer it like on a sales call. Instead, you don't promise it, you just do it, right? What's gonna happen? You're gonna be so elated, you're gonna be so happy. Think about this, right? You go to a hotel, and this has probably happened to a lot of you, and then you go to your room and you open it up and there's a free bottle of wine or a free bottle of champagne. That probably costs them like 10 bucks to do, right? To source, to put in there, and you may have paid hundreds for the room. But because they've done that, you automatically feel so happy, you feel like they've over-delivered, and it's cost them nothing really but a tiny bit of money and a little bit of effort. And that's the same for you, Double up on your posts, deliver a few extra words, like deliver an extra blog post, whatever it may be, whatever service you're offering. If you always over deliver and go the extra mile, go beyond what you've promised, go beyond the expectations, then I promise you, you're always gonna end up with better reviews. And if you get more reviews, more earnings, that's how you're gonna end up in that top 5% category. So the second thing kind of closely related to that, which is protect your reviews at all costs. Protect your reviews at all costs. I'm being deadly serious. What I see so many people do is they think so short term, okay? They have a prospect and they can tell that they're gonna be a nightmare, high maintenance, but they want the money, so they take the client on. And then guess what happens? That client, shock, lo and behold, is super high maintenance, really unreasonable. You're doing everything you can, but everything's a problem. It's always your fault. And guess what happens? You get a 1-star review, a 2-star, a 3-star review. And now all of a sudden, what's gonna happen is you've made $100 in the short term, $200, $500, whatever it may be. But guess what? Over the long term now, you're gonna get way less job invites. You're gonna have way less people respond to your applications. You're gonna have less chance of ranking well and having a high success score and higher earnings. Everything that compounds to you getting in that top 5% bracket is now hurt, just simply because you've taken on someone who's a bad fit. So protect your reviews at all cost. And a couple ways you can do this. Number one, make sure that you always pre-qualify a client. Make sure they're a good fit. Make sure you can help them. Have a phone call with them. Make sure that they're reasonable, that they're nice. The second thing you could do, set expectations. Make sure you have realistic expectations in place. And then, of course, back to step 1, massively over-deliver them. But, in my scenario, offering social media management services, I've had clients before expect that I'm gonna make some social media posts and then next week they're gonna be a 6-figure business when right now they're making like $1 grand a month in revenue. Completely unrealistic expectations. Now, yes, those are unrealistic. But if you don't do anything to set the expectations and actually bring them back down to what's realistic, what you can achieve, what you can do, then it's kind of on you to a certain degree that's happened, right? So, you know, make sure you set expectations and protect your reviews at literally all costs, because, you know, you have to think long term here. Don't think short term and like, I want to take on every client and make all the money right now. Think long term, okay? If you have to delay some income and don't take on that client, but to protect your reviews, you're making a very smart long-term business decision. So the third and final thing you can do to make sure that you get in that top 5% bracket is to build an extremely attractive Upwork profile. Now, I know this kind of goes without saying, but I really want to drive it home because it makes such a huge impact. Now, over the years, I've tried and tested so many different profiles and cover letters, and I've tested literally everything, okay? And I've done everything from testing my own theories and putting certain things on my profile to modeling other successful freelancers and looking what the people with the highest earning on the platform are doing, modeling it, tweaking it a little, making it unique to me, but ultimately taking what's working and putting my own twist on it. But if you build yourself a really attractive profile that when people click on it, it converts them. You know, you can almost treat your Upwork profile like a landing page, right? And optimize it for conversions to make sure for every person that lands on it, they have a higher chance of converting into a customer because of how good it is. If you can set that up and put that in place, for example, right now for me, I get about 3 to 5 inbound leads who invite me to jobs every single day. There's been days where I've had 10 plus in a single day. Now, are all of these a good fit? Definitely not. A lot of them aren't a good fit at all, actually. But a handful of them are. And every single month, I get clients that literally come to me on autopilot simply because I have an attractive profile that's got a decent amount of earnings on, that's got a decent portfolio, nice cover letter, good education, employment section, other experiences, all the skills are matched up to what I'm offering. So make sure you have a really attractive profile, optimize it, model freelancers, model successful people and successful pages if you need to, and get that set up properly, because I promise you that'll make a huge difference in terms of your inbound leads, your responses, and ultimately getting the earnings and getting the successful reviews to get yourself up to that top 5% bracket mark. Now, hopefully you found a bunch of value in this video. If you did, please drop a like. It really helps me rank within the YouTube algorithm. So if you did enjoy it, it would honestly mean the world to me if you can hit that like button. Also, if you are interested in having me personally mentor you for free for 7 days, as well as getting a bunch of other training resources and access to an abundant community of entrepreneurs, I want to invite you to check out the top link of the description, where I've saved you a spot on my 7-day free trial to my Entrepreneur Accelerator mentorship community. So go and check that out, completely free of charge for 7 days, and it's only $29.99 per month. Nothing to lose, but everything to gain. So go ahead, check that out, top link in the description. Grab yourself a copy of the book or get yourself on the wait list, and I will see you in the next video.